Aloha Ohana and welcome to my channel.
We do it island style.
I'm in my I woke up like this state. I'm gonna show you what I do, how I keep my foundation and my contour looking smooth all day. Grab my Tatcha silk canvas. I take a little amount out of it using my spatula. Anywhere you have pores, because this will blur out your pores and fine lines. And I like to put this on my eyes. I like using my fingers because I can really get it into my skin. This does have a slight scent, and the scent that it reminds me of is grapefruit. I started using the Milani Prime Light Primer. Then I went and bought MAC Strobe Cream. I'm using the gold color. I can't tell the difference, so this is a really good dupe. I'm gonna use the Prime Light Primer. So I'm putting this on my T-zone. Just try to stay away from directly under my eyes. I want it to set into my skin and dry down a little bit. The next thing I do is I work on my brows. So now I have my brows in place. That took the longest. I like to use the Wet n Wild PhotoFocus Concealer. Using a Luxie 245 small shader brush. In another Luxie brush. It says Goodnight 1110. With whatever I have on my brush, I'll go and clean up the top. Go with a beauty sponge that doesn't have any product on it. I'll just blend it out. Bye Bye Pores Pressed Powder. It's white, but it's supposed to be translucent. Mine's just dirty, whatever. And I'll apply the powder. I'm gonna apply my foundation. I like me a good dewy foundation. This is the L'Oreal Paris up to 24-hour foundation, Infallible Pro Glow. So what I'm doing is stippling this into my skin. As you can see, I'm avoiding my under eyes. I'll take the beauty blender, go down the middle actually, and I'm just getting between my eyebrows. Smooth out whatever lines that the brushes or brush strokes that is on my face. Go in a circle and buff color into the whiter parts and creases of your neck. I put it here. I put a little bit on my smile lines. I'll blend it out. Same It Cosmetics powder. I want a lot of this powder on my nose. Taking it in between my eyebrows. Now that I look like a ghost, I'm gonna contour. ColourPop No Filter Stick Foundation. I'm trying to find one that is less red. So I'm just tapping it the same amount on my forehead. Same thing, I like to brush this out so I get nice jawline. Brushing it like this. And then I'm gonna comb it down just slightly. And I'm just blending that product out. I don't want it so harsh. So there. I have to do it like this for this side. But I'm trying to blend this down to my neck. See, like my chin is round here. I don't want to take my, like in a triangle here. If you get what I mean. I'll show you what I do later. Like I want it more of like a straight line. Like if I wanted to go overboard, I can actually go above. I think that looks like I have a beard, so I don't like to do that. Go back and forth like this and comb it into my hair. And then I'm gonna go in a circle to just blend it out. There's already oil on my nose. There's spots. And what I'm doing is taking a fluffy foundation brush, actually by Jessup, and this is the L70 brush. And I'm using the Fit Me foundation, powder foundation by Maybelline in the shade 222 True Beige. And for me, this is like a shade darker. The reason why I'm going a shade darker is this is too white. What I'm gonna do is try to buff it away with color. And I'm gonna buff all the areas that I put the white powder. I know there's the setting powder. They have different shades that by It Cosmetics, and I just haven't tried it. I don't know. I just like what if I like something, I like something, and I like this. So I'm gonna cut my contour. I like a little more firmer sponge, and the Morphe one is good. The Real Techniques one too, and this one has a flat edge, and what I'm doing here, the reason why I like a flat edge is so I'm trying to also define my chin and my jawline, as you can see. I don't leave this one on too long. I don't want a harsh line either. If I feel like I'm not getting a dark enough color, actually just mix it in with my bronzer. Going over my current contour. Because when I put my powder bronzer on, it's not gonna look patchy. Because it's tacky right now. So my whole face, I'm actually just going in with this powder and buffing away any, so you can see like this super straight, that line, and I don't want it that straight, and I'm gonna clean that up right now. Take a fluffy brush, and the one I like right now is by Jessup, and it's a L60 brush. The Elf pointed powder brush is good too. This one's domed and then this one's pointed, and I like it because it just, the tops of it fit perfectly in my cheek. Powder that I'm using actually is by LA Girl, and it's called Just Blushing. The color is GBL 482 Just Bare. I feel like it has a little bit more gray, like a gray undertone, or it's not as red. And I'm just gonna, as I get closer to my hairline, I'm doing a circle thing because I don't want my hair and my skin to have a line from my liquid foundation. And I'm gonna blend. I don't want that line so harsh, so I'm gonna lightly, it's like just the tips, blend right here. And do the same on this side. I'm gonna do the same thing on my forehead. I put a lot of this in here. Brush it on my neck. A little bit darker bronzer. And take that pointed e.l.f. brush. Swirl it in. And now I'm just gonna catch the points that is super close to my hairline. I like it a little darker. And any places that have patches, like in my contour, like right, I always have, it just always is dark right here. I'll just go over it because then it'll help blend it. Same thing on this side. Powder again, and I'm gonna blend it all out. My contour. Smooth skin. This is the Wet n Wild Megaglo highlighting powder in the shade Precious Petals, and I'm using Miss Glam SL41, and it's actually engraved into this middle part. I don't know why I like this brush, I do, and I'm gonna take it right here. You can see that's blinding. I'm gonna put that highlighter where I shine the most, because at the end of the day, when I'm sweating, I'm gonna shine anyways. I'm gonna contour my nose right now. I'm gonna take that same Just Bare blush, and this time I'm taking a, my gosh, this is such an old fluffy brush. Comparable brush is the Morphe M441. That one has product on it. I don't want to use it, so I'm gonna use the brush that I normally use, but you can use pretty much any fluffy brush like this one. What I'm gonna do is get right in here, right? Everybody has like the way that they do their nose contour. I don't mind that my nose contour is not so super making my nose come to a point. I like it a little broad. That I like to use to contour the rest of my nose is the Morphe M0. I guess it's the M0. And actually this came in a nose contour kit. It looks like this. It's flat. Stick with the same contour powder, and the reason why is because it's not red, and I'm gonna go down the sides of my nose. If I want any particular area darker than it is, I'll just go with the same brush and go over it. I want my nose contour to be there. Then I'll take the same Morphe brush and I'll hit the underside of my nose. And I'm just buffing it out with my powder brush, the same one I used to brush out the rest of my face. I don't want it too harsh. And there you go, I have my nose contoured. She looks good. Take a little bit of the highlighter and I'll put it on my chin. A little bit here, my temples. Again, a little bit on my nose. I like a little bit on my Cupid's bow, but I may have to go back and touch it up once I put on my lip color. Take some of my contouring powder. Like this. Morphe E4 brush. And I'm going to take the same blush that I put on my eye in the Wet n Wild Mellow Wine. And this same brand, Wet n Wild, the Pearlescent Pink. Okay? I'm going to dip into both colors. Tap off any excess. Apply where I feel like I need it. I don't like too much blush. I want some flush of color, just not a lot. And I also like taking some of that on my nose. I like the Morphe M405. I'll do the same thing. There you go. Now you can see my flush of color. I just want a little. And then back on my nose, over my temples, and I'll go in the areas that I did my contour. The Morphe M527. Go with the same powder, the Fit Me one. Go all over. What I'm doing at this point is just blending all the colors together, like so you don't have any harsh line. It's all buffed out and blended. This is when I apply my setting spray. You don't want to go with your setting spray and go too close, because what you're gonna do is create one big circle path. You want to go far. This is the Fix Plus, the Fix It with Coconut, and it's the Prep and Prime. So I'm going at a really far distance, and I'm just letting it fall on my face because I don't want big water drops on me. What's gonna happen is that's gonna cause your foundation to separate. And you ain't Polynesian if you don't got one of these. Nah, I'm just joking. Anyway, so I use this. You can use whatever fan you have. I just feel a little bit more Polynesian with this fan. I'm just fanning my face, making sure that it's not wet. And the reason why you spritz your face is just so that the powders melt into your skin. I still like my highlight to show. I'll just go and brighten it up again. There you go. My face is beat. Looking good. So here's my look. For more, subscribe. Hit the thumbs up button if you like my video. Hit on the bell so you can get notified of when I post. And again, aloha!